Hello guys, and welcome to my updated Sekka Burning Abyss deck profile. Thank you guys for probably the most viewed video on my new channel, being at like 330 views with Burning Abyss Sekka's Light, so that is great that you guys have liked the video. I gotta give it an update. We got the new card out, so there's a little bit of changes in main deck, not too much. Follow that way, I will show you the deck profile. Starting off with that one Tour Guide of the Underworld. So if you don't know, special summons a level 3 fiend from the deck. Can't be used as sacred material. I think it's only once been like, oh, I can't use it, and I just use something else. Almost never matters. Negates effects, so you can summon a Burning Abyss, won't blow itself up. Pretty dope. Also bumped it from Secret, so. 3 Fiendish Rhino Warriors. So this is what you usually summon off. So pretty much when it is sent to the graveyard, you get to send a fiend to the graveyard with it. This helps facilitate combos. Before, this is how you would Tour Guide, blah, blah, make a Link 2 and a Beatrice. But you could now do it pretty much Cherubini and Beatrice. Cherubini, Beatrice, pretty easy. If you have 2 more extenders, then you'll have a negate. So this card's very nice. I do have a special dump target for it, so I'll show it a little bit later. But some rhinos. One graph, pretty much sent summons from deck. So pretty dope. It's also a name. You almost never use it for a name. You're pretty much going to dump it off the Cherubini almost always. So that's generally the purpose of graph. I think the best Burning Abyss out of them all is Seer. So he summons a Burning Abyss from the graveyard. When sent to graveyard. Hard once per turn on that. But that is just ridiculous. This is the one you don't want to see open to hand because you usually want to summon off graph and summon Seer from the deck. Probably use it material for a Dante. So yep, this card is so good. You can recycle this very easily. Just keep on adding back and summoning Dante back, and then you can use Dante and add this back. So 3 Skarm. This searches for Tour Guide most of the times. That's pretty much its use. Also a name, so that is also a quite good use out of Skarm. Don't really have to explain that one too much. 2 Farfa. I do not have 3, so I have 2. Yeah, that's generally the reason. I would play 3 if I had 3. And I have not found anyone with a Farfa. So I'm still just 2 Farfas. But this one, target and banish until the end phase, generally your disrupt. 2 Limbic. Someone said should cut down. It's now at 2. You happy? This can be kind of useful in like weird brick hands. Also provides the name. It summons a fiend from the hand. A dark fiend from the hand, negating its effects, so it won't blow itself up. So if you open Seer, you may want to dump Limbic just to summon it from the hand, and it almost serves the same purpose as graph. You can also summon your Rhino target if you do open that too, so helps you unbrick those hands in most cases and provides the name. And then good old Barbar, a little bit better than Gaga Cowboy. You banish 3, burn for 900, or you can banish 2, 600, or 1 for 300. Pretty much whatever you need to burn for game, this got you. I've had weird scenarios where I did need this. It provides a name, which is usually mostly what you use it for. But I ended up, this is ARG, man, if you're wondering. Let me just zoom it out real quick. Nice new ARG mat. So it came up in the 1K event that I did go to. You pretty much, I was playing Guru, I hit for a bit, put him at 900, and then I just went for Beatrice, and standby just dumped that and got game. So that's the Burning Abyss lineup. Then on to some other cards you play. 3 Danger Snake. Pretty much if it gets discarded, you summon it. And if you activate it and get its effect off, you summon it and draw a card. It's pretty easy to explain, and it's a level 3, so it works well. Also level 3, special summons from deck, so you'll just special summon Snake. And yeah, so works either way. You're getting a level 3 no matter what with these cards. Wielder. It is a tuner. It pretty much said if you control other level 3, you can summon it. And if it's used as single material, you can pop. So if you do need to go into Virgil, in those weird cases where you want to shuffle, you get a pop and a shuffle. So that's pretty dope. And then its other one, which is a common, kind of disgusting when you compare the two. Tracker, synchro, if it's something synchro summoned with it, gains 600 attack. And if you are if you control level 3, same special summon. Alright, so that's what Tracker does. 3 Gallus. You send one from the top. If it isn't a Sekka's Light, you get to summon it and burn for 600 in most cases, unless you're running something that isn't a level 3. Some people do it. I do not do it in this build, so if you were looking for, okay, what's your spicy big monsters? Don't have them. Just play all extenders because it works quite well. So, 3 Gallus. Here's my target, Sabers. People used to play it before. I only really prefer it when the Link monster came out, because you can send it off the Rhino Warrior, you get to put one on top, and you summon Sabers, and you're doing yourself well. And it doesn't even banish after using the effect, so, you know, you could do it. If you do open it, you can special it with the Limbic, and then detach it, and then bring it back by its effect, so, you know. Very nice card. Really helps as Link material too. It won't even, you know, be banished either, so even if it did banish, you should still be fine. But, like, it's still great since it just doesn't. On to hand traps. 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. You want to destroy stuff. There's some useful targets. You know, Sky Strikers, you got the multi-roll. You can, I don't know, I think best hit in Orcus would be the Fam Knight Link, I would say. There's just a lot of good matchups. It's good, and I don't really have to explain it in this video. But, you know, Ghost Ogre, play 3 of it. Ash, you get Stop Stuff Orcus, you hit that mermaid, you pretty much get the win. You know, so, sorry, its rarities are just ugly, but... 1 Ghost Spell, I just really had 1 slot, and I'm like, you can put whatever. Honestly, whatever you have for preference, you can put in this slot. Right, if you want to play some Ghost Spells, which honestly, this format, Ghost Spell, she sound pretty good. Like Orcus, when they activate Skeleton, you're like, yeet, no. Don't put out that XYZ monster. I'm not having it. But I only have 1. I pulled it out of the box. And I was like, okay, this is the one I'm going to put in. You could also do this one. People say it's a little bit more garbage, so it's more suggest this. I do really like this card, though, so I could play it in the deck. The only thing you can't really do is you can't really put it in permanence. That's like the one thing you just can't for hand traps. You can put in anything else, though. And that's it for monsters. And the only spells, Sekka's Light. Pretty much it says Pot of Greed, no spells and traps, and you can shuffle 1, draw 1. Pretty good, if you ask me. Pretty good. And people ash it a lot, so probably dumb to ash it, but they still do. So that is it for the monster lineup and spell lineup. On to extra deck. We have 2 of our new Link monster, Cherubini Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss. So this one, it says it points to can't be destroyed by card effects, which is pretty good. You can summon stuff while you have Burning Abyss monster that isn't negated, so less play rounds you have to do, which is very nice, very lovely. You have pretty much a built-in Fiendish Rhino Warrior, and then this lets you gain the attack of the thing you sent. Most of the times doesn't matter, but if you really need to get over something, there you go. Right there, you can make Dante a 42 if you're playing Barbar. So, and it also can send any card on the field, well, your field, to grave to protect itself. Usually doesn't come up in a Sekka's Light build too much. Most of the times I'll just let it die unless I have like extended like Edge of Sabers just sitting there. It's like, yeah, I can shuffle one, put it back on field anyways. Most times you just don't want to protect it. You'll just use it for an extension, and that's about it. But that is Cherubini. Then we have 3 of the boy. And that dude, Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. So I should read it out for you guys. You probably already know. Once per turn, detach. You pretty much mill 3 for cost and then gain attack. It becomes 25-25. If it attacks, it goes to defense position. And if you... what's its other effect? If it is sent to graveyard, you get to add a Burning Abyss back to your hand. So good, guys. You want to play 3. If you really need recycle things, recycling Seer is probably the most important thing because you can pitch it and then summon Dante back. So, very good. Beatrice. Pitch a Burning Abyss and summon it by using a Dante as material. Pretty good. It is a foolish burial at any point in time in the game. You can send anything you please, which will usually be Farfa for that disruption, and it can float out into any Burning Abyss card in your extra deck when it is destroyed by opponent's card effect. So, if you're wondering to target, there is Pilgrim. He can't be targeted. And you can pitch a Burning Abyss from your hand, draw a card. This is a quick effect too, so, that is also nice. And if you kill this thing, you get to rip a card from your opponent's hand. So, very nice. Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss. Of course, you have the Wielder for the tuner, or you have any hand drop if you really need to get to this guy. You usually don't. So, your Virgil's pretty much lets you shuffle one by pitching a Burning Abyss. That's pretty good. You don't make it all the time, but whatever. Number 75, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. Sure, it can execute FTKs, but it has the effect to detach 2 of its materials, and make a monster effect become both players draw a card. You may say, hey, why do you want to give your opponent that advantage? First, it can block out anything monster effect related, so quite nice, a very useful ability. But I say, and drawing cards are way more powerful in this deck compared to others because recovery is so easy for this deck. Pretty much every other ceiling of decks in the format are just way higher going first than this one, while this is very low. But after turn 2, if they haven't defeated you at this point, you really pick up the edge on them because most things go through everything, just get out of steam. While this deck literally doesn't care. It's like, yeah, I will sit here for a whole 10 turns playing this shit. So, drawing card, quite useful. Underclock, he's there to be there. He can play other things. If you have Avermax, which I do not right now, I would suggest to play it instead. There is Decode Otako. Has come up useful in weird hands. Well, in weird boards where you can't really have a Burning Abyss in your hand to pitch. Well, you have a Cherubi and a Dante. And you have a Seer attached to your Dante because you activate Cherubi to get that Seer out. You can just link your Dante and Cherubi into a Decode Talker. And then use your Seer to summon Dante to the point of Decode Talker. So, very useful. Unicorn, shuffle off of discard. So, can be useful because you can discard a Seer and revive a Dante. And shuffle a card, so, Trisbania doesn't really come up at all. But if you really need to blow out a whole back row, you could. But it does require banishing your Dante that you revive. So, that kind of sucks. And then there is Borreload. He is broke, steely boy. There's other things you can play instead of him. But he's still very good. Also, there's one card I need to mention that I didn't put in here. I may put in here for Underclock Taker. That you could go put in. Now there's Borrelsword Dragon. You'd be amazed how many times you just want to OTK your opponent with a Borrelsword Dragon and just make things done fast. If your matchups are going to be fast, you probably go for this boy. That's honestly how it works. This card is undeniably quite amazing. So, yeah. And I think this is the card which I'm talking about. Number FO, Utopic Future. Now let me read it out to you guys. Cannot be destroyed by battle, and neither player take any damage from attacks involved in this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can take control of that opponent's monster until the end of the battle phase. If this face-up card will be destroyed by card effects, you can attach one XYZ material from instead. This is very easy to summon, since you just use 2 XYZs with the same rank that are not numbered cards. So, 2 Dantes, boom. So. But that is it for the extra deck. Today I actually have a side deck. I did not show it before because it was not complete. So I would not show a shameful side deck that wasn't really done. I can do it now. So 3 Majesty's Fiend. Don't know. Pretty much says cannot use monster effects. Neither player. So you can see how it can be quite annoying for Salamangreats, Dangers, Orcust, as long as you don't have the trap card. Matchups, it can be an auto win button. Subterra Guru, also very nice against it. There is Majesty's Fiend. Can help in some of the same matchups, can help in different matchups. For example, there is, this is not good in Guru, but it is way better against Pendulum Magicians, for example. So, sometimes they both work, sometimes only one of them works against matchup, but they cover a lot. Got some turtles. So this covers Sky Strikers quite well. Turtle is an amazing card for just saying, no, do not respond to anything. Let me try and Borrelsword you for game. So Gameciel, very good card. Nice out for Guru Control 2, if you are not going first against it. Can come up with a lot of matchups. I don't know how well it does against Orcust. Because they do have the revives. So if you do this and then you have a ghost spell, you can kind of lock them out of playing as long as they don't have the swords, which they should have the swords, so I don't know why they wouldn't. Unending Nightmare. So I think this is the best pop card of choice for me. I don't really want the just pop anything card. Twin Twisters or Cyclone. I technically love this card. It just has luck in getting to my hand compared to any other thing. And generally, the only reason I'm putting him in is for Mystic Mind, and it also has dual use in the Pendulum Magician matchup. Because if they set a scale, you just no. If you are playing Mystic Mind, you'll be able to pop, and if they metaverse again, you get to pop it again. As long as they don't dark bribe you, you're good in that respect. Otherwise, you'll just try to grab for the other copy. You just sit there and wait, because Mystic Mind is a awful matchup for this deck. And this is like the least complete part. I want to put 3 Meteons for the things that put up a huge board. But there isn't real. I don't have the 3. And I think Orcus is like the biggest one. This is only really for Thunders, which this would be very useful. Or some very, very rogue weird matchup that's combo-ish. And just one Pranitops just for, so I actually have 15. But that is it for deck profile, guys. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.